Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Tony Cook. Tony, how are you?
I'm good, Kayden. How's yourself, mate?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. So, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm just a down to earth, humble country bumpkin, mate, from out back Queensland, Australia, and doing my best to try and spread the love, I guess you'd say. Been doing it for a while now, and played with quite a few renowned artists down here, and we recorded this latest track called Little Things a while ago now, and it's just basically about human nature and kindness, and I appreciate your interest, mate, so thanks very much for the interview.
Absolutely, no problem. So, kind of walk me through, how did you get into music?
It's been a long process. I picked up a guitar when I was about 7 or 8 years old. I grew up in a little small outback town, population of about 20 people. And my dad won a guitar in a poker game, and it only had 3 strings, and I was desperate to learn. And basically throughout my life, I've been self-taught, and took my guitar everywhere I went. I was in the military for 15 years, and basically I'd been writing tunes my whole life. And when I got out a while ago now, I just ventured into the live music scene, played hotels, pubs and festivals, events, and have been doing it now for a fair while. So yeah, no, it's just been a hobby, mate, and a vocation, and yeah, I love it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so, what is it about music that you really like about it? Is there something, a part of it that you like? Is there an element piece?
For me, I think songwriting it's similar to therapy, mate. Like, you can put your heart on a page and put words to it, and you can hide in amongst it, and you can also, particularly in the country genre, you can send a message to people, and I feel like that's, you can inspire your listeners, you can make them feel good, you can there's so much power in music, and I think it influences generations and people, and you just got to look at the 60s, 70s, 80s and the different types of music we had there, and how country music now is evolving, and it's a beautiful thing, and I think we've just got to remember what it's all about.
Definitely. And I see, remind me, is that your daughter behind you there walking around?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, she's wonderful and looking like a kangaroo in the headlights, mate. So she's a bit wondering what's going on, but yeah, she's all
right. It's all good. It's all good. So, do you have any new singles, any upcoming projects you want to share with us?
We've just done an advertising campaign for northwestern Queensland township of Charters Towers, trying to get tourists to have a look at the amazing countryside and tourist attractions we've got up there. That's my heartland up there where I grew up, and so we're into promoting outback tourist towns and also the music side of things. We've always got shows coming up, mainly in Australia. I have been to Nashville once and loved the place. It was an absolute party town. And I met up with a mate of mine who was, I think he was a defence attaché over there at Washington, and we RV'd at Nashville and ran amok down that main street. But we've always got singles coming out. People want to check out what we're doing, mate. The website's always up and running, tonycook.com.au, and there's Spotify and YouTube and all the rest of it, mate. And a good mate of mine just got me on the TikTok bomb site, where all the young kids these days are on. So we've put a few things up there. But always got projects on the go, eh?
Yeah, definitely. And at first, when you said TikTok, I was like, wait, what? But then when you said the things that kids use, I'm like, oh, that's what he meant to say. Oh my God. And it was an Australian accent that blew me away, man.
Giddy up. Yeah, no, you got to get it into you.
Yeah, definitely. So, kind of tell me about any hobbies or interests you have. What do you like doing outside of music?
I've been flat out the last few years, just catching up with either music or housing. Growing kids. We've had horses and stuff. And oh, look out,
Charlie Harry.
Sorry, mate. You got me. That's
I'm
just
still
crazy
here.
stuff, isn't it? But yeah, no. Life's been keeping me busy, so just doing the best I can to get by and playing some tunes on the side. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. It is absolutely. So, do you have any advice for those who might want to start singing but doesn't really know how to do so?
I'm a big believer that everyone's got a voice. I think if you just start to learn an instrument and sing and seek out people that I'm a big believer in. You're a product of your environment, so you hang out with people that are into the similar interests as yourself, but don't be scared to go and seek out professional advice. Like I went and got a singing lesson once in Melbourne and put me on the right path. But my mum's a great singer, and my dad could play music, and there's no harm. Like today, you can find as much information out there that you want, and learn yourself. And if you're determined to learn and get into it, there's nothing stopping you. And then don't be scared. I used to jump out of planes, mate, in the military, and I think walking up on a stage, is nothing like that. So it's about getting used to, your environment too. And I feel that if you're going to earn your stripes and want to really cut your teeth in the music industry, you've got to play live and you got to get out there and really work hard and, makes yourself, you got to be hungry for it and enjoy it. And I think it's about entertainment too. So it's not all about just a song and everything like that. It's a whole combination of everything. It's charismatic stuff. It's making people feel the emotions, and you can be a good singer, but if you're not a good entertainer, I don't think you'll go far. It's follow your dreams and your passions, but be passionate about it, and have fun along the way, I reckon.
Definitely, and that's number one, most important.
Yeah, I agree. It's a short life we live, mate, on the planet. You're lucky you might get 80 years, so you just got to have fun, enjoy yourself. And if you really want to make music a career, you can't afford to not get too serious about it. But it's one of those games where it can be all consuming, I think, as well. And if you let people get into your head and they say to you, you're just awesome all the time, and you hear that, then your head can grow. But you've also got to balance it out with some keeping your feet on the ground and some humbleism, I feel. And I think Australians, we've got this inbuilt thing where we tend to try to make sure that we're grounded all the time, because our population base, we're a country full of convicts. We don't like to see anyone get too big for their boots, so we're always quite humble, and I feel that I think that's a good character trait to keep in the back pocket. If you do end up in an Ed Sheeran or Adele or Garth Brooks, Shania Twain, whoever, they're all very humble people, and that's the attraction, I feel. So the sky's the limit, but you've also got to keep your feet on the ground. So yeah, music's a great career, mate. I can't highly recommend it enough to people.
And once again, can you remind everyone where they can find you on social media, Tony?
Yeah, mate. Well, the website, Tony Cook, tonycook.com.au, is linked to the Facebook page. The YouTube, just search up Tony Cook or Laid Back Tones, Tony Cook Laid Back Tones, or Country Music Tony Cook, whatever, and you'll find me. There's a channel there on YouTube. Facebook's Tony Cook Laid Back Tone, Laid Back Tone for the accent. And same with Instagram, Tony Cook Laid Back Tone, and TikTok's just Tony.Cook, I think. So yeah, you'll find me somewhere. You Google it, and if you put in country music Tony Cook, I'll just come straight up, I think. So it's pretty easy to track me down, mate.
Wonderful. And is there anything that I forgot to mention before we go today?
No, Little Things is the latest single, and it's basically just about being kind to people, and like we spoke about before, being humble. And I think, it was basically written out of the after effects of our COVID lockdowns that we had out here, and how people were sort of just, not very nice and pleasant to be around. So penned that tune, and it's a heartfelt song, and it's an upbeat, catchy sort of a number. So if your listeners want to have a quick squiz at it, it's on YouTube. The video clip's there. It's on Spotify and Apple and then all that. So just look up Little Things, Tony Cook. There's a million artists that have recorded a song called Little Things too. So you have to whack my name in, mate. It's a be at the bottom of the list, I'd say.
Definitely. Well, I would like to thank Tony Cook for coming on the Kayden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. We appreciate your time so much for being here and taking the time.
Thanks so much for having me, Kayden. Appreciate it, mate.